Hello my friends, thanks for stopping by. I hope you're all having a great day. Today I come to you naked because we are going to do a highly requested video. I think this video has been requested for almost a year, maybe even longer. And I shied away from doing it because I do feel that this is a tool that when in the wrong hands can do damage. So if you're the type of person that is aggressive or you want results quick and you think by doing more you're going to see your results quicker, this is not a tool for you to be using. If you really are interested in this and you cannot control your desires, then you should seek a professional when doing this. I can't stress that enough because you can do damage. And another thing is that some will just go right in and start with the deepest of needles. I'm talking about Derma Roller. Of course, from the title, you knew that. But some will think, well, I'm going to use the deepest needle I can because, I can handle this. You really should start out slow, acclimate your skin, teach yourself by watching tons of good videos or even seeking out someone in your area that does it, that is willing to teach you. I actually took a little bit of a lesson on this, and I also had it done once professionally, just so I could get a feel for the whole thing. And then I, of course, have researched and studied this up the yin-yang because that's what I do. So I thought I would go in steps and then demonstrate a little bit for you. Now, okay, so let's talk about why we would want to use a derm roller and why we want to use different needle sizes. A derma roller is, let me get it out here. What this process does, now this is my one, and what this process, I always keep them in their case. I actually mark on the needle itself, on the handle, what size it is, because you get the label on the outside of the brand that I use. Anywhere there is a something to tell me what size needle this is would not be seen by these old mature eyes, okay? So I always mark this is my number one so that I know what needle I'm working with. Now a derma roller does help to stimulate collagen, and it also helps to improve the elasticity of your skin. And why do we want to do that? Well, when we stimulate our own collagen and the elasticity of our skin improves, we are basically stimulating collagen in a natural way versus having to go and have fillers. Now, of course, fillers will be an immediate gratification, where a derm roller over time, they really do work. So that is the reason why I am using it. There are other reasons why people use a derma roller, and stretch marks it can help on. They actually sell these where they're a little bit wider and they're made for the body. You can use them for hair loss. So if you have a certain area that you are struggling, they can be used to help hair growth, and they also just improve the skin's texture overall, and it also can help with hyperpigmentation. Now remember, with hyperpigmentation, you can address it with serums or a needle, but if you don't protect yourself and stay out of the sun, your hyperpigmentation is just going to come back. And a derma roller, because it does help to stimulate collagen, it also helps with wrinkles and fine lines. And some scars can be helped with it, but not all, because there are some scars that you should not be using a derma roller on. But for acne scars with several treatments, you can notice a lessening in your acne scars. However, if you have raised scars, you should not be using a derma roller on them. And if you're someone who heals with keloid type of scars, you do not want to use a derma roller. Okay, so that's the basics of what a derma roller does for you, and and some of the other reasons why someone would use it versus outside of stimulating collagen. I'll also mention what a derm roller does is usually they have somewhere around 540 needles, and depending on the actual millimeter that you're doing, they poke little channels into the skin. There is a way to do it, which I will demonstrate. They poke little channels into the skin, and because you're doing it vertical, horizontal, and diagonal, you are really poking a lot of little channels into your skin. So what it does then, it allows for products to absorb better, which I will talk about when I talk about the 0.25 needle. But it also is sending a signal that your skin needs to repair itself, and by repairing, it's producing more collagen. And that will then help to plump the skin and help the elasticity of your skin will improve. Okay, so needle size. This is the Aura. And the needle size in millimeter, it actually means the depth that it pokes into the skin, where it creates the channel. All right, so usually in a derm roller, there are 540 either stainless steel or titanium. You don't want to buy a super cheap. You don't want to go and buy one for $2 off of Amazon. You want to invest in this. This thing is poking holes in your face. This thing could damage your skin. So that's why invest in the best one you can afford. Okay, the ones that I buy, they range about $30-something, okay? This one here was gifted in the Beauty Fix. So I guess I would have to go on and see how much this one costs. Anyway, the 0.25, what I find this is best for, this is not actually going to stimulate collagen. Well, it doesn't produce collagen, we should say. What it does do is it pokes little channels so that the skin care products that you're using afterwards really do absorb better. Now, this one here can be used every 24 hours because it's very, very, very minute in the degree of channels it is poking into your skin. So it just basically helps to boost your product absorption. All right, so that is the 2.5, which is not a bad thing, my friends, if you're somebody who doesn't really want to get into the nitty-gritty of really working with these needles. Now we're gonna move into my 0.5 needle, and again, I mark it on the package because they started now putting this little emblem that tells you what it is in there, but before it came blank. I didn't get one on there. So this is the 0, I write on the back, 0.5. Now this one can be used, I would say, once a week. Okay, I'm gonna err on the side of caution. So once a week is the most. Now, once I start, showing you how to do it, I will talk about how you should be holding these and the pressure you should be using. But this one will start to produce collagen and help to stimulate because we're going 0.5, which is just a little bit more, but it does make a little bit of a difference once a week. All right, so now I'm going to talk about my 1 and my 1.5 and anything above. Now, these, the channels will be much deeper, and anything over a 1, most people need a numbing cream, which you can get. I get mine from someone, so I don't order this, so I don't know where you can actually order this. I'm sure Amazon or something. But what you want is a lidocaine, and mine is at 4%, and it is the LMX. It is medical grade. Okay, so anything over 1, some people need to use it. I do not need to use a numbing cream. However, if someone else is doing it on me, I needed a numbing cream because when I did have it done, she used a 1.5 and no numbing cream, and it was excruciating to me. So I don't know if it was just because someone else was doing it and their pressure is a little different than mine. I always err on the side of caution, which I will highly suggest to all of you to err on the side of caution when using these, okay? But if I go in with the 1.5, and that's what I use in conjunction with my 0.5, then I will do this only once every 4 to 6 weeks. So I'd be working with these two, where I might do this once a week, but this one here is definitely only done once every 4 to 6 weeks. But now that I have the 0.25, and this is what you will find in a lot of dermatologist office, if they have done the 1.5 or higher, because a doctor is the only one that should have 2.0 and up, unless you're very experienced in it and you've been trained and you do it for a living. They will sometimes suggest you get a 0.25 as maintenance to do once a week, but they will tell you to wait a couple of weeks. So now, the way you do your derma roller is very important. Doing more will actually slow your process down. You can damage your skin, you can cause inflammation, so don't try to rush a derma roller no matter what you see on some of these videos on YouTube. You have to be very careful with these products. Now products that you can use after a derma roller treatment, and this may vary. You will hear some dermatologists say yes to one thing and others say no to another. I'm going to tell you what I use after, and I will show you what I use after I have done the procedure. I don't know if I'm going to do my whole face. I may just do part of it, but I may end up doing my whole face. Now, the products that I use afterwards are vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. Now, I brought many brands to show you that are okay. You want to make sure that whatever products you're putting on after your derma roller treatment, and that they are very, very clean. And this is where I'm going to say you have to bite the bullet and buy a quality product, because it's very, very important, because you have now opened channels in your skin, and that all those treatments, all those products that you are putting on your face now have the opportunity to really rush in, get inside. So when you choose to derma roll, you better be using some quality products, okay? All of my products are, and some of them are medical grade, and they are usually what are used when you go to have a professional treatment, okay? So those products I will touch more on in the end. Okay, so what is important before you derma roll? It's very important that your face is cleansed and you have nothing on it. Nothing, my friends, okay? Some will say, oh, derma roll with your vitamin C serum. No, put it on after. Don't do it before. Okay, now, you are going to need rubbing alcohol, and so I'm going to use my 1 today, okay? And I'm going to pour a little bit. Now, I've already done it before the video, but I just want to, because you should let this soak 15 to 20 minutes, which I already did early this morning. So I'm just going to pour a little bit in here just to demonstrate what you should be doing. Pour your rubbing alcohol and put your derma roller in it. Make sure that the needles are covered. Mine are not, because I already did it, but you want to make sure that you are soaking that derma roller in rubbing alcohol, okay? So, and that is also very important. After you are finished using your derma roller, you soak it again and clean it. It's important. Now, some people will use hydrogen peroxide, which is okay. I prefer the rubbing alcohol. And also some will use the denture, the things that you use to clean your dentures. I don't care for using those, but you can. But I do like to use the alcohol. Now, there are also stamps, because I know some people think the stamps are better. I do not. I did buy the Nurse Somebody stamp, and I used it for a little while, and I just didn't feel that you have great control. I didn't feel I was getting the results that I get from my derma roller. I also have a derma pen, but we are only going to stick with the derma roller. So it is very important to clean that off, okay? So we are going to pretend we're going to soak it for 20 minutes, but I already did that. I just wanted to mention also that with a derma roller, you should not be rolling over, as I said, a keloid. If you have herpes around your mouth or a cold sore, you should not be doing derma roller. If you have eczema, psoriasis, you should not be doing your derma roller. If you have active acne, you should not be doing your derma roller, because you will spread it. And if you have active rosacea, where you have like pus, you don't want to derma roll. If you have hives, active hives, you do not want to derma roll. All these things are very important. Okay. So if you have any type of inflammation going on in your skin, if you have a bleeding disorder, you don't want to do the derma roller. Warts, If you have a blood clotting disorder, you don't want to derma roll. There are many things that could be on your face that you do not want to derma roll. If you use Accutane, if you're on some sort of medication for your skin, always check with your dermatologist if you're going to do something like a derma roller. If you're somebody who has fillers in your face, you really should discuss your derma roller process with whoever injected your fillers into your face. Also, Botox. Do not do it on your first 7 days. Some say that it makes their Botox fade quicker. I've talked to the guy who does mine here, and he says just keep doing whatever you're doing. He said nothing's ruined it. But now it doesn't really last. I get about 3.5 months out of Botox. If you look, it's pretty much gone right here, but it's still, I'll tell you what it has done. This isn't a Botox video, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's made these lessen. When it fades off, they're not as bad as they used to be. Anyway, okay, so let's get started. So now we are going to take our derma roller, and I'm just going to get the excess off, but you don't really have to worry about that. Now, when you derma roll, let's get all my hair out of the way. I'm going to start right over here, okay? I want to pull my skin up. I want to lay it down. Now, I go back and forth 4 times. I do not go 8, 10 times like you see in videos, and that's okay if somebody wants to do that, but I err on the side of caution. So hold our skin up, place it on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift the derma roller up, move to the next section. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift it up, move to the next section. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift it up, move to the next section. We are going to go horizontal. 1, 2, 3, 4. No need to rush this. Pay attention to where you are on your face. Move down to the next section. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I want to go diagonal. I'm going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move down just a little. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want to go diagonal the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, your face will get red. Sometimes you will draw blood and other times you will not. I mean, it's very rare that I ever have blood on my face afterwards. Okay, so now I'm going to move up to my temple area, and I'm just going to probably speed it up a little, but I just want to show you how I go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Be very careful around your eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I've done the outer part. So now I'm going to go ahead and just pull my skin a little here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I've done this section. I have this left to do, so now I'm going to go ahead, and I like to get right in those lines. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when I did it before, you can see where the redness is a little bit, so I want to start there. So 4, move over, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now my face is getting a little bit red. I don't know if you can see that. That's perfectly normal. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my nose area. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now diagonal's a little different. Just go in small babies. E4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now we'll do our eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just moved down a little bit. Going to go above. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I never do the lid. Just the brow bone, and that's it. So now I really try to work this area good. Okay, so now here I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go horizontal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, diagonal. Hold the skin up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll go right up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now we're going to do our 11s. So we're going to, I just pull one side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes you will hear a little popping noise, but most of the time I don't. So I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I try not to take too big a section because you get out of control then, but my forehead is just the right amount. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice that I go all in one direction and finish the whole area, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I have done that whole area. So now I want to do the top of my nose. You really can't pull your nose too much. 1. Okay, now we're going to do our lips. I'm deciding to do my whole face. Now I wanted to tell you what you will feel. You will get red. It is absolutely normal. And you will feel, my skin feels very hot, hotter than this side. It feels very hot, and it almost feels like a very strong windburn or a sunburn. But it does go away, okay? All right, so now for my lips, I am really working on my lip lines a lot. So I just do. I place it on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the lip area makes me want to sneeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can actually manipulate your lip like so. I actually think that my lips lines are improving with this. Now remember, I do use the 1.5 once every probably 4 to 6 weeks. And I've been using the light therapy, the reverse light therapy, and I really think something's happening with my lip lines, which excites me. All right, so now I want to go right over the lip. Now we're going to do the lower lip. Notice I don't drag. I really concentrate on my rhythm. Okay, so now we're going to do diagonal. Okay, so we've done this whole side of my face, and I'm just going to go ahead and finish this side. I'll speed it up, but I'm still going to finish it up. I'm going to finish it up on camera, but speed it up. Okay, so I've done my whole face. You can see that's about as red as I get. And that was with a 1 without numbing cream. So now we're going to place it back into the rubbing alcohol. Products that you do not use after a derma roller, because you will cause yourself to scream. And remember, these products are now able to really sink in. So now here is where I differ, okay? I have seen people go right in for their Retin A products. Now I have read pros and cons. I have read reviews from Dermatologist. I have actually talked to mine. Because I am the type of person that has problems with Retin A products to begin with, my skin has a sensitivity. We are the people that should not be applying Retin A after a derma roller, because it goes in, and for me, I'm just not going to take that risk. Maybe I'm missing out on something, but I feel comfortable with my choice of not using a Retin A product. Anything that has hydroquinone in it, let me say that again. Anything that has hydroquinone in it, kojic acid, or any type of salicylic or glycolic acid, products like the Babyface TLC should not be used. You should not be using any like glycolic pads or anything like that after. No coconut oil. I know people think that coconut oil is the end all. It is pore clogging. Use no ingredients that are pore clogging. If you do not understand an ingredient, don't use it on your face afterwards, okay? If you don't know what that product actually does, then don't use it on your face. So if you're somebody that doesn't know what AHA means, well, maybe look it up, because that's a strong acid. So no acids at all. And for me, no Retin A products, okay? So now I'm gonna just breeze through a couple of products that I absolutely do use, and I'm actually going to apply. I always use a C afterwards, and this is the one I'm finishing up now. I'm comfortable with Drunk Elephant because it's all good ingredients. There's no parabens, no synthetic fragrance, anything like that. I'm also good with my SkinCeutical CE Ferulic, which I don't have open. And I also, let's see what else I have here. These are all hyaluronic acids. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Now you will feel a little bit of stinging. So, ooh, last drop. Saved it for my video. Excellent. All right, so that'll be in my empties. All right, so I'm going to take my vitamin C serum and I'm going to place it on my skin. pressing it in. Okay, now you will feel this on your skin, and you may even get a little bit redder. But these are the products that you should be putting on after you do a derma roller, okay? Now, other C products I have. This is another one by Derma E. It's a vitamin C concentrated serum. No parabens, no garbage in these products. That's why I will use them on my skin after I am done. You can actually see the glow that comes out in your skin when you do this. And the redness will last a couple hours for me. And like I said, my face feels very hot right now. But it doesn't feel, I'm not in a lot of pain or anything like that. All right, the other vitamin C that I would use is the C. That is a vitamin C serum, so I would also use that one. If my Drunk Elephant wasn't open, I would have picked one of those. I prefer the Skin Ceutical, the C, or the Drunk Elephant. Those are my favorite vitamin Cs. Now I also will use a hyaluronic acid, excuse me. I'll place that on now, the next step. So I have a few here that I thought I would share before I go ahead and slap one on my face. Is the Drunk Elephant B Hydra Intensive Hydration Gel. I should mention that I also use or do my derma roller at nighttime usually. Now today I'm doing it in the morning. So when you do this, no skincare goes on after except for your C and your hyaluronic acids. And that's how I would normally go to bed. Sometimes I will use a mask. I have vitamin C mask, and I have a couple of masks from Skin Ceuticals, but be sure to read the ingredients. Okay, so getting back to the hyaluronic acids, I also would use the Ordinary's hyaluronic acid, and of course I would use the Skin Ceutical B5 gel hyaluronic acid. I also have the C Hydra 5. So I'm going to go ahead, because this is the one I'm using, the Skin Ceutical. I'm going to go ahead and take a dropper of that, place it in my hands. Okay, place it in your hands, and I'm just going to pat this all over my skin and my neck. And you may feel just a slight tingle when you put these products on now, where you normally do not, because you have open channels. But you're okay, because you're using good products, my friends, right? Okay, so we've done that. Now, for those of you who really do want to go ahead and use your other ingredients, I would just highly suggest that you research them and really pay attention to the ingredients. So if you're someone who does do your Retin A, know your skin, okay? Know your skin. My skin cannot tolerate using Retin A after I have opened up all these channels. I just can't. Okay, now, so after you are done with your derma roller, you will then soak your derma roller to sterilize it, and a good 15-20 minutes. Some of them, the heads pop out and they're refillable. I get my derma rollers from Skin Medic. I will put the link below for you. And I think I have covered the basis of everything. Now I will, because this was a 1, I will wait about 3 weeks before I do another one. However, if I wanted to now, on maybe 2 times during the week, I could use the 25, because like I said, this one is really just going to help products absorb better. So if you're someone that's interested in that, this one would be the good one for you. But if you're interested in stimulating collagen or producing collagen and helping the elasticity of your skin, then this is something you want a deeper needle for, deeper millimeter. How long have I been doing this? Probably, I'd say my first experience with the derma roller was probably 5 years ago. And I have been probably doing it religiously for 2 years, 2.5 years now, maybe 3 years. But I used to just do it like once a month, and I always used the 0.5 before that, and then I decided it was time for me to move up, and that's when I took a little lesson, and I wanted to make sure that I understood the needles and that I was doing them correctly on my skin. I have never had a problem with an infection. I've never had a problem with the very mild rosacea I have here. I've never had a problem with anything breaking out on my skin afterwards. I am very careful with the products I use, as you should be. And I feel that, as I mentioned, this is a product when you are deciding to do a derma roller. First of all, pick a good derma roller. Titanium is best. Go with what you can afford the best. These, like I said, these range about, I think they're like $32, $39, something like that. They're not the most expensive. I'm very good at cleaning them, and you want to be very gentle with them. You don't want to bend the needles or anything, so I always store them back in their case, and every now and then I will sanitize the case also, just because that's how I am. Another thing I think I should mention is that you should wait a full 24 hours. That's why I like to do this at night. I usually pick it at night on a day that I know I'm not leaving the house, and then I don't have to wear makeup or sunscreen, because you really should wait 24 hours before wearing sunscreen or any of your other products. If you're a coconut oil lover, you should wait 24 hours, and you also should wait 24 hours before you put a stitch of makeup on your face. Take all the extra little precautions and you will not have problems with your derma roller, okay? If you do not take these little baby steps and precautions, you are going to run into problems. I think that everyone can use a derma roller unless you have the issues that were mentioned. And when using your derma roller, you want to hold it down lower. If you do this with your derma roller, you're more likely to cause some problems because your pressure is going to be a little heavier. So always hold it down. Hold your skin. Don't think you can just roll it along your skin. Hold your skin wherever your skin is sagging. Hold it up and go for it with your derma roller then, okay? I really did hesitate in making this video because I want people to really understand and hear the warnings that come with this video, okay? Again, leave it down in the comments if you are having success with your derma roller, if you're someone who can use Retin A with your derma roller. What millimeter needle are you using? What were some of the problems you encountered if you did? You know, where do you get your derma roller? And what's your favorite vitamin C serum to use afterwards? Some of you. All right, so in the comments, share. All right, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, subscribe. We're anti-aging here. Be happy, healthy, beautiful, and most of all, my friends, lovable. I love you all. Bisous.